Hello there, people, place, things, and other things. We're back. This crap. Alright, so, last where we left off, Anna fell in this guy's office. And we hate Kate. Alright, that's literally the recap. Here we go. Miss Kavanaugh. He extends a long-fingered hand to me once I'm upright. Long-fingered. Long fingers. I'm Christian Grey. Are you alright? Would you like to sit? So young and attractive, very attractive. He's tall, dressed in a fine gray suit, white shirt, and black tie with unruly dark copper-colored hair and intense, bright gray eyes that regard me shrewdly. It takes a moment for me to find my voice. Actually, I mutter, if this guy's over 30, then I'm a monkey's uncle. That phrase is actually used in this book. I'm a monkey's uncle. That's like the stupidest phrase ever coined by man, and this author goes, you know, I'm going to use it in this book. That's something Anna would say. In a daze, I place my hand in his and we shake. I like the idea that she grabs his hand and then just shakes. Doesn't shake his hand. Would you like to sit? He waves me toward an L-shaped white leather couch. I don't need to know that much about the furniture. It doesn't matter to me. You could just say, he points me to a couch. He points me to a leather couch. I don't care if it's L-shaped. I don't care if it's white. I don't care if it's got a mustard stain on the back. I don't care. Leave something to my imagination. You don't need to... Okay, I understand books need a certain level of detail, a certain level of painting the image, but this woman, this author knows she has to do that, so instead of just giving simple explanations that's enough, she has to explain every single piece of furniture. Okay, he waves me toward a couch. He waves me toward a couch. His office is way too big for just one man. In front of the floor-to-ceiling windows, there's a modern dark... Oh, Jesus. Okay. She spends the next paragraph describing everything in his office. Oh, I'm skipping that. I don't care. Next, I set up the digital recorder, and I'm all fingers and thumbs. Dropping it twice on the coffee table in front of me. Mr. Grey says nothing, waiting patiently. I hope, as I become increasingly embarrassed and flustered. When I pluck up the courage to look at him, he is watching me, one hand relaxed in his lap and the other cupping his chin, and trailing his long index finger across his lips. I think he's trying to suppress a smile. Okay, so let's just get some imagery of what he's looking like. One hand relaxed in his lap and the other cupping his chin. Okay, so he's kind of like this, one hand here, and the other hand like this. Trying to suppress a smile. Sorry, I stutter. I'm not used to this. I'm not used to grabbing things and putting them on a table. Jesus. Take all the time you need, Miss Steele, he says. Do you mind if I record your answers? After taking so much trouble to set up the recorder, you ask me now? You should have asked me before you started being a buffoon in my office. Get out! Unsure what to say, and I think he takes pity on me because he relents. No, I don't mind. I'm relenting, you see. I don't mind. He's laughing at me. My cheeks heat at the realization. I sit up and square my shoulders in an attempt to look taller and more intimidating. Pressing the start button on the recorder, I try to look professional. I just slipped into British again. You're very young to have amassed such an empire. To what do you owe your success? I glance up at him. His smile is rueful, but he looks vaguely disappointed. Really, this is what you're going to ask me? About my business? Business is all about people, Miss Steele, and I'm very good at judging people. I know how they tick, what makes them flourish, what doesn't, what inspires them, and how to incentivize them. I employ an exceptional team, and I reward them all. He pauses and fixes me with his gray stare. Maybe you're just lucky. This isn't on Kate's list, but he's so arrogant. His eyes flare momentarily in surprise. She giving me lip? She gonna come into my office and give me lip about my business when she's asking me questions about my business. I'm gonna have blonde number 1, blonde number 2, and blonde number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gonna come in here and get a little white ass out of my business. The harder I work, the more luck I seem to have. It really is all about having the right people on your team and directing their energies accordingly. I think it was Harvey Firestone who said, "The growth and development of people is the highest calling of leadership." You sound like a control freak. The words are out of my mouth before I can stop them. Anna, what are you doing? Okay. And now it's getting good. I'm actually interested. Do you feel like you have immense power? Control freak! That was inside her head, but control freak! It's in italics, so it's in her head. I employ over 40,000 people, Miss Steele. That gives me a certain sense of responsibility, power, if you will. If I were to decide I am no longer interested in the telecommunications business and sell, 20,000 people would struggle to make their mortgage payments after a month or so. My mouth drops. I'm staggered by his lack of humility. And do you have any interests outside your work? I have varied interests, Miss Steele. A ghost of a smile touches his lips. Very varied. And for some reason, I'm confounded and heated by his steady gaze. His eyes are alight with some wicked thought. Probably of you naked, Anna. Naked with a rope around your neck. I hear this guy's into weird stuff. Well, to chill out, as you put it, I sail, I fly, and indulge in various physical pursuits. He shifts in his chair. I'm a very wealthy man, Miss Steele, and I have expensive and absorbing hobbies. Why does he make me so uncomfortable? Probably because he keeps doing this, and he's staring at you and is talking about his physical activities. We all know what his physical activities are, Anna. Come on! Blonde number 1 and 2 probably know, don't you? Come here. You also invest in farming technologies. Why are you interested in that area? We can't eat money, Miss Steele, and there are too many people on this planet who don't have enough to eat. That sounds very philanthropic. Philanthropic. It is something you feel passionately about. Feeding the world's poor. I swear to God, who texted me and ruined my reading is gonna get it! Do you have a philosophy? If so, what is it? And what's your sign? Could I get your sign? Are you a Cancer or a Pisces? I'm a Pisces. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Have you ever found how nice it is to say Pisces? It's kind of a fun word to say. Pisces. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. I don't know what is happening. Wow, she's about to ask this next question. This is the question I think everyone should ask in any interview they ever have, whether it be a celebrity, whether it be the President of the United States. This is the next question you have to ask in the interview, because if you don't get it, your interview's worthless. Are you gay, Mr. Gray? That I have a feeling that wasn't in Anne's notes, or Kate's notes. I feel like Kate was like, you know, I'm gonna ask him if he was gay. Maybe that's a good question. That'll pique some interest. He inhaled sharply, and I cringed, mortified. Crap! Why didn't I employ some kind of filter before? I read that straight out. How can I tell him I'm just reading the questions? Damn Kate and her curiosity. Wait. Kate wrote down the question? Did she? Okay. No, Anastasia, I'm not. He raises his eyebrows, a cool gleam in his eyes. He does not look pleased. I apologize. It's, written here. It's the first time he said my name. My heartbeat was accelerated, and my cheeks are heating up again. Nervously, I tuck my loosened hair behind my ear. He cocks his head to one side. Though these aren't your own questions. The blood drains my head. Did you volunteer to do this interview? He asked, his voice deadly quiet. So, did you... Shush! I'm reading the book! Okay, so this is a dead quiet voice. So, deadly quiet. Not deadly quiet. Hang on. Who's supposed to be interviewing whom? His eyes burn into me. I'm compelled to answer with the truth. I was drafted. She's not well. My voice is weak and apologetic. That explains a great deal. There's a knock at the door and blonde number 2 enters. Blonde number 2, I missed you! Mr. Gray, forgive me for interrupting, but your next meeting is in 2 minutes. We're not finished here, Andrea. Please cancel my next meeting. Oh, cancel the meeting. What are your plans after you graduate? I shrug, thrown by his interest. Moved to Seattle with Kate, find a job. I haven't really been beyond my finals. Ugh. I haven't made any plans, Mr. Gray. I just need to get through my final exams. Which I should be studying for right now rather than sitting... Oh my god. Shut up about your final exams, Anna! Who cares? Thank you for the interview, Mr. Gray. The pleasure's been all mine, he says, polite as ever. As I rise, he stands and holds out his hand. Until we meet again, Miss Steele. And it sounds like a challenge or a threat. I'm not sure which. I frown. He really is very, very good looking. It's unnerving. Anastasia, he says as a farewell. Christian, I reply, and mercifully the door closes. Thank God! We'll read more. Where's the sex? I mean, it was nice to meet Christian, but nothing kinky happening yet. So 14 pages in, she's interviewed this guy, and that's about all we got. Great book. Until next time, my dear viewers, have a great day. From Christian Gray and the rest of us here at Gray Industries, go on a moose hunt. Alright, see you guys, bye.